Hello guys and welcome to Somewhat League Racing. I am PrestoEvans and in today's video we are going to be doing a hot lap around Australia. This is something that we're going to be doing for every track this season. Give you some pointers, I'll give you the setup that I use for it. We're also going to break the lap down, tell you where to brake, any tips that I can give you. But without further ado, let's get into this one. So 35th win recording around here in the world. So I done a 19.5 was my best. This lap here was a 19.7, but I'll just talk you through this lap as much as I can, and then obviously I'll do the proper bit later on. But getting a good run at the final corner starts your lap off well. Going right deep into here, you can take a lot of curb. You can take a lot on the exit as well. I think I was a little bit too deep, and that did upset the car a bit. So at this point I'm about half a tenth up. About half a tenth down. Sorry. But the first turn really kind of ruined it for me, but the rest of the lap did seem okay. It was nice and clean. Good first sector there, apart from the first corners. I did go a bit too deep. But into sector 2 we go. Really get the car slowed down by using the engine braking. That's something you've got to do in this game. Keeping the car in 7th a lot does help, instead of going up to 8th, because that really helps with the engine braking as you can slam the gears down. Taking a lot of curb through here. I did upshift a wee bit too early, which did affect my momentum coming into the chicane. This is one where you need to take a lot of curb going into it. I don't think I took as much as I could have, which did affect the second part of the chicane. It's still not a bad run there, but it's still about a tenth to be found if you get that perfect. Now into the last sector. This is where you can really throw it all away. At this point the tyres are going to be really hot, and it's just a case of just managing it. But it wasn't too bad, just keeping it in 5th, using all the track. Now as we go into the second to last corner, it's about getting the car into the apex. Once you've done that, you can then just be patient with the car and feed it through. So not a bad lap so far, and this turned out to be a 1:19.7. So not my personal best, but definitely a quick lap. But now what we're going to do is we're going to do the same lap, but we're going to slow it down at the coming into the corners. So a good run out the final corner, you want to stay in 5th, and that gives you a good run. So into turn 1, when you brake just about the 100 metres board, you bring the gears down, bring it to 4th, take a lot of curb, but short shift into 5th once you've done that. It was a bit too deep as we can see, so the car did become a bit unsettled coming out of the corner. But if you get that right, you can get a perfect run coming into turn 3. Again, you want to brake really light here, use the engine brake, and use the front of the car as well to slow it down. So into 2nd gear, just to get the car turned in, then once it's going, you put it back up to 3rd, and get a good run, but stay off that curb. If you hit that, that will unsettle the car. But you want to turn in 3rd gear. Once you hit the apex, back up to 4th gear, and then you will have the traction all the way through the corner. Now coming to the end of sector 1, you come down 3 gears here, take a lot of curb on the inside here. As you can see, we stay in 4th gear, take a lot of that curb there, as you can do. Don't let the car run too wide here, as you will get an invalidation, and then just let the car stay as tight as possible coming in to the next turn. Okay, again down 3 gears into gear 4, but then into 3rd you go quickly just to get the turn in and slow it down. Take a bit too much curb there, and it did kind of push me a wee bit wide, and then I accelerated into 5th a bit too early, which did affect the run, but it wasn't too bad so far. This is, like I say, the chicane is a really hard one to do as well. Into 6th gear quickly. You can turn in a bit earlier, take a lot more curb, which will really help you in the next one. So if you get that first one right, the second bit's going to be a lot easier than you actually think. But again, not running too wide or you will unsettle the car and you'll probably lose it. But again, into the final sector, the final part of the lap, you get into 4th and quickly into 3rd again just to get the car turned in, into 4th gear and get the car straight as possible, into 5th, but you don't want to go up into 6th gear here. You let the engine and the aerodynamics slow you down. Once you hit the apex, you can just about go full throttle, nice and wide there, and keep it in 5th, right into 2nd gear here as well. Make sure you hit that apex. You can take a lot more curb if you wanted to, but you have to get the car slowed right down. Short shift into 4th as well, which really does help the car get turned in, doesn't want to oversteer as much. Then you can short shift into 5th if you wanted to, but I was able just to let the engine run out wide itself, and that is a lap around Australia. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the setup now. So running 5-6 wings, kind of a balanced setup. If for the race you maybe want to turn the wings down a wee bit in the front wing and up a wee bit on the rear, just to help with tyre wear, and it will help through a long period of the race. Now on to transmission. I'm not 100% sure how the transmissions completely work, but running 50% off throttle and 60% on throttle does help the car when you're in the apex. It doesn't want to push on, it doesn't want to slide, so try those settings. Suspension geometry is a bit different than what you'd maybe expect. You usually want to go right, left fully. This setup's a wee bit different. It helps a wee bit with tyre wear. It makes the car quite stable and under throttle, and I definitely recommend trying this. As you know, if you're friends with me, you can add me on Xbox and just use this setup instead of you looking through all of it. Suspension 3.3, 411 and 3 there. You don't really want to run it any lower than 3.3, because if you do that, then the tyres will overheat a lot more in the race, and you definitely don't want that to happen. 11 on the rear really helps, because there's a lot of medium speed corners. If you have that quite firm, it means that you can come out the corner a lot better. 3/4 right out as well, it's quite stable, and you can run 3.5, but with this setup you just want it to be a wee bit loose, but you have got everything else to help you keep the car stable. Brakes, it's just personal preference, to be fair. 85% brake pressure and 54% brake bias. I like it a wee bit further forward in this race, just because it stops the fronts from locking as much, which it means you can go in just that wee bit deeper. Now, tyre pressures, this is just a time trial setup, do not worry about it being this high up. What you want to do is let it go down to at least, I'd say about 22.2 in the front and maybe 20.7 on the rear, because if you run this high in the race, your tyres will be done within about 3 or 4 laps. So definitely run it low. But this time what we're going to do is we're going to show you the hot lap again, but I'm not going to speak over it, and you can hear the engine sounds, and you can maybe pick up where my braking points are. And there we go. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you're new around here, give us subscribe to us. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it. This is something that we're going to be doing every single week. So if you enjoyed, hopefully if you can learn something for Australia around here, because it's quite a tough track. It's also one at the start of the season as well. So if you're doing a league race, you definitely want to get this right. I'm also going to be posting my videos on my own YouTube, so I'm going to leave my channel in the description as well. So if you'd like to subscribe to me, I'm going to post all my league racing, so if that helps you in any way as well, just give myself a subscribe and I would really appreciate it. So thank you for listening, and we'll be back next time with the Bahrain Hotlap. If you want maybe a wet setup done as well, just let us know and I'll get that done for you. So thank you, and I'll see you later.